Hello everyone. So I had a customer contact me on Facebook. I just finished mixing the resin. I'm going to measure out my 30 for request for some custom coasters. This one's going to be a little different. So you're going to notice I'm going to measure out my 30 grams twice. For this one I went over, so let's back it out a little. Because she asked if I could make the blooms themselves in actual alcohol ink, like metallics. So me being me, I said, sure, I'll give it a try. So I'm re-zeroing my scale, measuring out another 30, so we can make bloom resin here. Get ready. We'll see what happens. Pouring out my 30 in here. Almost there. And 30. Okay, again, we'll let that guy sit over here till he reaches temp. Move the scale, put these guys back. So she wanted to know, again, about making the blooms themselves that I pipe in metallic. So we're gonna give this a shot. So I'm gonna do two different ones. I have the white, and then I'll also make one with metallic ink. So again, Cast and Craft white, 3 drops to the 30. 1, 2, 3. Bring my second cup over. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. So the first cup, because I'm gonna keep those white, we'll do, again, still the Pinata White alcohol ink, 4 drops. 1, 3, and 4. Oh, we got 5 in there. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna give this a good mix. Oh, we might have success. Cup is already a little slightly warm, which is good. Again, magic numbers for me. You guys know about my piping temp. All right, so what I'm thinking is we're gonna use the Let's Resin Gold alcohol ink in with the white Cast and Craft. I'm gonna start with 3 drops of it. Because she kind of, said like an antique gold or a copper. So I figured I'll do 3 drops of that and maybe 1 of the rose. See what happens. Maybe I can't get a little bit of a copper effect. I have no idea. I've never attempted to mix the alcohol inks into the actual Cast and Craft. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to turn out. Oh, that's kind of a funky looking color. Not sure about that. It's yuck. It's like a funky looking gray. Not sure about that one. All right, we gotta fix that color. We're gonna add some more. That was about 3 really big drops, but let's see what happens. Maybe. No, we're still oh, it's really, it's shimmery. It's getting there. All right, let's grab all right, sorry that took me a minute. We're gonna throw in a little bit of the pinata gold and see if that helps it perk up some, because I don't know, it's kind of sad looking at the moment. No idea if this is gonna work. Might end up with a complete disaster on my hands. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think I have an idea. Maybe I can salvage it. All right, so those are mixed. Let's check the temperature in the main pot. Looking for that 96.3 in order to decant. And da-da-da, we are there. So wipe that guy off. So for this, I know I need the 6 ounces to fill my coasters. I actually mixed up 8 because I put 30 grams here, 30 grams there. All right, let's see. We'll see. Fill guys up here. Maybe a little bit more. So the fun part is also going to be on the backfill. She asked for kind of a real retro color, like a 1970s moss green, avocado green. So these would be kind of fun. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this one off. Only because I've never tried mixing the actual alcohol inks to be piped. One, I don't know how they'll bloom, and two, I'm not sure how the color is going to come out, but we're going to try. All right, we won't know until we try. And if we fail, we'll just try again. All right. Okay, those look good. Grab the heat gun, work on some air bubbles. Get some floaters out. Apparently I floated a whole lot of stuff into there. All right. Floaters out, work on my air bubbles. Okay, those look pretty good. Do that. Hit them one more time with the heat gun. All right, so we're gonna do Let's Resin Brown in the middle. And then we're gonna build it from there and see what happens with these colors. Because I have no clue. I'm winging it at this point. So we're gonna use the Let's Resin Gold. Just kind of a safe measure. Add more gold to the edges, it'll pull it in. Maybe it's kind of a antique-y looking brass gold, so that might actually work for her, we'll see. This stuff does spread pretty far, like I said. The drops go nuts. Oh, they're behaving today. Okay. We're just gonna, in the corners a little. mix everybody around. He's real dark. Let's put some of him over here. All right. So far, so good. I don't know about that color. So we're start moving these guys. Let's move him around a lot. Hopefully let's see what happens. So being that I'm trying to carry as much gold as I can, I'm going to try to move my little guy from coaster to coaster without wiping in between the golds, just so I don't lose some of that on a towel. Because I have no clue if this is going to work. This may be awesome. It may be over the top ugly. I don't know. All right. Well, that part looks really cool. We'll see. All right, clean this guy up really well. Get the trash out of the way. All right, temperature-wise, we should be just about there. Yep, on both of them. Oh, I don't know about this one. It's kind of got me nervous. All right, temperature check on them. Looking for 101.3. Climbing, climbing, climbing. 101, perfect. We hit it and it was still going. Let's check on this guy. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Perfect. All right, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna like that color. All right, so let's get the white in the bag. Okay, get that up out of the way. Pull it out of the bag. Oh, timer's going off. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna close that bag up. Give it a push down. Give it several twists. I'm gonna set him right here and hopefully he doesn't come crazy unraveled. I've had him do that, unravel and then throws resin everywhere. Oh gosh. Okay, we'll see. It's actually kind of shimmery and pretty. We'll see what it looks like. Hopefully it'll bloom. It should, I've noticed from the alcohol ink, when I put it in, kind of just adds the wispiness on the ends, if you will, of the flowers. So we'll see. I don't know. It's kind of a dirty antique brass, maybe. We'll see. So this will be fun too, because I'm also going to be piping 2 different circle lines. So we'll have to see how that one's gonna go. I might, again, end up with a huge disastrous mess on my hands, but won't know until I try. Again, so I'm gonna snip off the tip. I'm getting that nice drip out of there. Okay, we're gonna start putting her in. Good, it's spreading nice. If I was just gonna stick with the white, I'd be great. But crazy me. Figured, why not? I'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Let's try to make my ringlets a little bit bigger because I'm going to try to run that other color in the rings to see what happens. Okay. Going around. Okay. All right, and get rid of the white. I don't have any disasters. Okay, we're gonna see what happens with this. We'll snip off the tip. A little bit more on him. Give that a shot. Okay. All right, we're gonna see if we can squeeze him in here with this guy and see what happens. I'm trying to go in between those white lines and my fingers crossed that I don't end up with a huge disaster on my hands. Again, going around it. Trying to squeeze it in between those other ones that I laid. Finish up with it. Oh, you always get an itch on your face or something at the most inopportune time. All right, round and around. The best I can in between those two layers. Going around the outside of it. Oop, too far up. All right. And I'm just circling with it. That gold ink we put in there is really starting to move, so it makes it harder to see exactly where I'm going with the second piping. But again, it's all an experiment. Okay, so I'm gonna do the wigglies again because I kind of like the wigglies. So let's wiggle out, wiggle out, wiggle out. And then we'll pull in, give it a good swirl in the flowers. Sometimes I only swirl straight in the middle, and sometimes I'll try to swirl more of the balloons type, the petals, if you will. It just depends on how crazy I got moving resin. If I've moved the blooms too much, then I'll re-swirl them. We'll see what happens. All right, we're gonna swirl it. Okay, swirly's going out. I have no idea. Okay, last one. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll turn out good. Who knows? All right, we're gonna heat them up. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to not make a mess and separate them and start blooming. I'm gonna push it in. Next one. And this guy. Here. All right, I have to stop or I'm gonna overheat them. So, other than there's a huge, disastrous mess all over these coasters, which I'm gonna clean the edges up. We'll see. I don't know. We'll have to watch and see how it develops. The next trick will be is when I backfill, because she likes kind of the retro colors from the 70s, the dark browns, the brasses, and requested that they're backfilled, like I said, in that moss green, avocado, depending on what you call it. So it'll be interesting because I do have exactly that, a moss green mica powder, but she would like a more transparent, which means I'd have to add such a minute amount to give it that color but transparency. Not sure it'll work. My other thought was I might try to mix two different alcohol inks, a yellow green and an emerald green. See if I can't get along that 1970s green. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. So I'm gonna let these bloom for a while. I'll come back and show you guys their progress. Fingers are crossed. Thanks. Okay, so it's been just a little over 10 minutes. These are how the retro gold brown coasters are shaping up. Oh, looks like what I piped in, I'm standing in the light, it's blooming. Really pretty. You can see all the ones. Everything looks like it's closing up okay. You can see the gold petals under there. And their overlays. Well, we're gonna cover them up and let them rest. And I'll backfill them in 4 hours. We have what I call the retro looking coasters. Got the green figured out. I did end up using just the alcohol ink on them. I used that emerald green and then the yellow green. From this viewpoint, they look great. So we'll see. All right. Get these suckers out of here and see what they turned out to be. Okay. Oh, okay. It actually turned out fairly well. What's crazy, let me turn it this way. The middle looks like a bird. I don't know, I see a bird. I don't know if anybody else, but I see a bird in there. So the gold definitely, it bloomed. It looks kind of neat. We'll see. Hopefully the client will like them. I don't know. Hey, it looks like a bird. All right. Oh, pretty. So that swirl that we did, that gave a kind of neat design right there. Bloomed pretty. Okay. I kind of like the green. I think the green works. It's not, I don't think it's too overpowering. It kind of blends pretty nice with it. Okay. Oh, this one definitely looks like a bird. That looks like a bird. That's kind of cool. You see some striations there where the gold ink that we floated pulled in. All right, last one. And again, the backs look so pretty. I love the backs. I don't know, these have me nervous. This is the first time trying to mix the metallic ink into the casting craft. All right. Again, I think we have another bird. But that one has really neat detail where it's swirled. We have white ones. We do have white blooms. There's gold blooms. Some of the tips of the white pulled the alcohol ink. So there's great variation. So we'll see. We'll have to see what the client thinks. All right, I'll bring you guys in for a close-up. Okay, close-up on them. So, again, that middle looks like a bird. Interesting. Huh. So the detail definitely pulled the gold. You can see, pulled the gold. We have piped in gold. A couple layers. Neat. Again, the middles look like birds to me. Lots of gold layering on that. Oh, that one's pretty. So that's where when I swirled it on the out, that kind of gave a really interesting detail. Well, we'll see what she thinks.